Have you ever wondered why, even though you eat properly, stay active, and try to do everything right, your legs still feel weaker? Why does every staircase suddenly seem steeper? Why does standing up from a chair take just a bit longer than it once did? Is it only a natural part of getting older, or could something else be quietly affecting you? The surprising part is this: sometimes it isn't about what you're failing to do. In many cases, it's something you're already doing every single day without noticing the damage it may cause. Many older adults unknowingly make a silent mistake daily. They do it confidently because they believe it's the correct choice. After all, throughout life, we've been told that fruit is healthy, natural, and beneficial, and in many cases, that's true. But there's a side of the story that rarely gets talked about. Not every fruit is ideal for seniors. In fact, certain fruits, some we eat every week without thinking, can slowly weaken the legs, increase knee pain, worsen joint inflammation, and make walking harder over time. Foods promoted as healthy might quietly interfere with your balance, mobility, and leg strength. As we grow older, the body changes, circulation becomes less efficient, metabolism slows down, and foods that once helped us may start causing subtle problems. Certain fruits especially can play a role. They might taste sweet and look harmless, yet they contain acids, sugars, and compounds that influence blood sugar levels, irritate joints, and gradually weaken the legs. The most concerning part is how slowly the damage develops. It's subtle and nearly invisible. You may not notice anything right away. Then one day you feel a sharp cramp in your calf, a lingering ache in your thigh, or tightness in your knees after only a short walk. Today, we're going to reveal 7 fruits that people over 60 may want to limit or avoid, especially if they want to protect their legs from long-term pain and weakness. These fruits might seem harmless on the surface, but once you understand the full story, you may never look at your fruit bowl the same way again. So stay with me until the end if maintaining strong, steady, pain-free legs matters to you. Your body might be waiting for this exact wake-up call. Before we continue, take a second to subscribe and turn on notifications if you care about your health. This is where we discuss the things most people never mention openly, and I'd like to know you're here with me. If you're watching right now and this topic speaks to you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your voice actually matters more than you might think. Let's start with the first fruit on our list. It's famous for reducing inflammation, but for many seniors, it might actually do the opposite. Let's talk about pineapple. Pineapple, the first fruit and the quiet collector of inflammation. Pineapple grows in warm tropical climates. It's juicy, refreshing, and has long been praised for containing bromelain, a compound known for anti-inflammatory effects. For years, people have believed pineapple helps reduce swelling and discomfort. But here's the twist. For older adults, it may sometimes create the opposite problem. Pineapple contains strong acids along with significant natural sugars. Those sugars aren't always as harmless as they appear, especially for people over 60. As the body ages, blood vessels become more fragile and sensitive. They don't respond to sugar spikes the same way they once did. Even though pineapple has benefits, it delivers a strong dose of sugar into the bloodstream. That sudden spike in blood sugar can place stress on the tiny blood vessels that feed the legs, feet, and muscles. Over time, reduced circulation means less oxygen reaches the muscles in your legs. The result? Pain, fatigue, and swelling after even a short walk. You might notice a dragging ache in your legs, stiffness in your knees while standing, or unexpected soreness in your ankles even after sitting most of the day. There's another issue too. Pineapple is quite acidic. That acidity can irritate joints, especially if inflammation or arthritis is already present. It can fuel the burning sensation many people feel in their hips, knees, and ankles. Some seniors even say their legs feel unusually heavy after eating pineapple, as if their strength slowly fades. Another important point, if you take medications such as blood thinners, bromelain can interact with them. In some cases, it may intensify the medication's effect or weaken it. What makes pineapple particularly tricky is that the negative effects rarely appear immediately. There's no sudden warning sign. The impact builds quietly until one day movement simply feels harder than it used to. Many seniors never realize that a fruit they eat for health could be contributing to the gradual weakness in their legs. This doesn't mean you must completely avoid pineapple, but awareness matters, especially if you've been dealing with unexplained swelling or leg discomfort. If a fruit praised for fighting inflammation can cause problems for aging legs, what about the next one? This fruit is soft, delicious, and famous for supporting muscle strength because of its potassium, yet it may be more misleading than people realize. Let's talk about bananas. Bananas, the second fruit, and the muscle pretender. Bananas are sweet, smooth, and rich in potassium. They're often recommended to prevent cramps, boost energy, and support muscles. But the story is a little different for older adults. Bananas contain large amounts of natural sugar and rapidly digested carbohydrates. This means blood sugar rises quickly after eating them. When spikes like this happen often, the body begins to resist insulin. As insulin resistance increases, inflammation grows and circulation weakens. Your legs may start to feel the consequences. You might notice dull pain when climbing stairs, heaviness in your legs after meals, or stiffness in your calves after a meal. Bananas also encourage fluid retention in some people, especially those with heart concerns. This can lead to swollen ankles, stiff joints, and puffy feet. The process happens quietly. You eat bananas thinking they help your muscles, but over time, they may slowly reduce your strength instead. The most frustrating part is that the impact doesn't show up immediately. Gradually, movement becomes harder and discomfort increases. If your legs often feel heavy, swollen, or sore, bananas might not be as friendly as they appear. Now consider something even smaller that can cause problems. This next fruit looks harmless and charming, yet it may quietly inflame the joints. Let's talk about grapes. Grapes, the third fruit, and small but powerful when it comes to inflammation. Grapes seem innocent. They're tiny, juicy, and easy to snack on. They're also widely known for antioxidants and heart health benefits. But for older adults, grapes may trigger mild leg stiffness and inflammation. The reason is fructose, a type of sugar that the liver processes directly. When consumed in large amounts, fructose can turn into fat and uric acid. If the body struggles to process it completely, uric acid begins building up in joints. This buildup often affects the toes, ankles, and knees. It can lead to swelling, burning sensations, and that nagging joint pain that makes walking uncomfortable. Some people even experience sharp pain in their big toe at night or sudden stiffness in their calves after eating grapes. Grapes are very easy to overeat. Because they're small, people tend to snack on them continuously. Before you realize it, you may have eaten 2 or 3 cups, delivering a significant sugar load. Even though grapes look like a healthy snack, they may quietly reduce flexibility and make your legs feel less comfortable as you age. Next is another fruit many people love for its refreshing, watery taste. It's often associated with hydration and summer, but appearances can be misleading. Let's talk about watermelon. Watermelon, the fourth fruit, and the deceptive hydrator. Watermelon feels light, juicy, and cooling. It's mostly water and low in calories, which makes it seem like the perfect healthy treat. But watermelon has a very high glycemic index. This means it raises blood sugar quickly, almost like candy. For older adults, frequent sugar spikes can contribute to inflammation and circulation problems. When blood sugar rises sharply, the body releases insulin, but aging bodies don't regulate insulin as efficiently. Inflammation follows, especially in areas where circulation is weaker, like the knees, ankles, and calves. You might notice leg fatigue after eating, a dull ache during short walks, or swelling around your ankles. Climbing stairs may suddenly feel more exhausting than before. Because watermelon is refreshing, people tend to eat large portions. 1 slice becomes 2, then 3. Each portion adds more sugar, increasing stress on the body. Although it tastes like water, the body reacts to its sugar. Over time, this can affect circulation and leave your legs feeling tired and heavy.
Now let's move to a fruit famous for vitamin C. It appears in juices, breakfast plates, and immunity-boosting drinks everywhere. But for seniors, it might irritate the joints. Let's discuss oranges.
Oranges, the fifth fruit, the acidic challenge for joints. Oranges smell fresh and look vibrant. They're often praised for strengthening the immune system because of their vitamin C. But oranges also contain strong citric acid. For aging bodies, especially those already dealing with arthritis or inflammation, that acidity may irritate joints. Some people notice stiffness in their knees when they wake up, persistent hip discomfort, or leg pain after sitting too long. Many assume this is simply aging, yet daily orange juice could be contributing to the discomfort. Citric acid doesn't just affect digestion, it can influence tissues and joints throughout the body, especially when combined with natural fruit sugars that trigger blood sugar swings. The inflammation that follows can spread to knees, calves, and ankles, making movement feel heavier and less comfortable. Now let's look at a fruit many people think is the safer option because it tastes less sweet. Green apples often appear crisp, clean, and healthy, but they may hide another issue. Green apples, the sixth fruit, and a quiet source of leg discomfort. Green apples contain malic acid, which gives them their sour flavor. Younger digestive systems usually tolerate it well, but aging digestive systems can become more sensitive. When malic acid irritates tissues, it may also influence joints. Some seniors notice hip or thigh pain after eating apples, while others feel warmth in their feet or tightness in their knees. Green apples also contain natural sugars that can still cause blood sugar fluctuations. With slower metabolism, those spikes may lead to nighttime leg cramps, morning stiffness, or weakness while climbing stairs. Because green apples are commonly eaten raw as snacks, sometimes even before bed, the body experiences their effects repeatedly throughout the day. Finally, let's talk about one of the sweetest tropical fruits of all, mango. Mango, the seventh fruit, and a major sugar surge for joints. Mangoes are soft, juicy, and incredibly sweet. Many people love them, especially during warm months, but mangoes contain very high levels of natural sugar. For younger, active people, the body can usually process that sugar. After 60, metabolism slows and insulin regulation changes. That sugar spike can lead to inflammation deep inside joints, particularly around the knees, ankles, and hips. Some seniors experience tingling in their toes, burning sensations, evening swelling, or heaviness in their legs after eating mangoes regularly. Because mango feels light and refreshing, it's easy to eat large portions without realizing how much sugar you're consuming. Over time, those repeated sugar surges can contribute to joint discomfort and unstable movement. Now that you've seen the full picture, there's good news. Some fruits have the opposite effect. They support circulation, reduce inflammation, and help keep legs strong. Berries like blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are excellent choices. They're rich in antioxidants, low in sugar, and gentle on blood sugar levels. They also support healthy circulation in the legs. Cherries can help lower uric acid levels, reducing the chance of gout or joint flare-ups. Just a small handful can make a difference. Avocados are another great option. Although they're technically fruit, they contain healthy fats that reduce inflammation and support stable energy without causing sugar spikes. Papaya is also beneficial. It contains enzymes that help digestion and reduce inflammation, making it gentle on both the stomach and aging joints. Pears can provide mild sweetness without overwhelming the body with sugar, especially when eaten alongside fiber or protein. Each of these fruits works with your body rather than against it. They support strength, circulation, and balance instead of causing swelling or discomfort. If you've stayed with this discussion until now, one thing is clear. You care about your health and your future. And here's the important truth. Change is still possible. Getting older can be challenging. Pain, stiffness, and fear of falling often appear slowly, but small decisions can make a real difference, one meal at a time, one fruit at a time. The fruits we discussed today aren't bad, but they may no longer suit the needs of aging joints and circulation.
Choosing wisely can mean less pain, better movement, and stronger mornings. I'd love to hear from you. What did you learn today, and what change are you willing to make? Share it in the comments so others can learn too. If this video helped you or opened your eyes even a little, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss future health